I cut the check, I cut the check, I cut the check. Tell my niggas we up next, so we up next. She shot a text, she shot a text, she shot a text. Kill the I might put the different day, put a nigga on that same shit. I've been ballin' with my niggas, Kevin Cambridge. Oh, you drippy, but you better tuck your chain quick.
What's up, y'all? We back with another episode, man. Trying to be more consistent. I'm getting a lot of views. I just need some more subscribers. So if you're watching this video, please subscribe. Please like the video. Share with your friends if you like the content. But other than that, we got a little bit to talk about today, man. First off, I want to start it off with the 76ers versus the Jazz game. The best teams in the league at this point right now. And the 76ers didn't have Joel Embiid, so it was like you didn't really get to see the full matchup. But what I did see from the 76ers is something that I just loved, and along with the Jazz, man. The Jazz, they might really be a contender. They might not be phony. And the reason why I say that, for the past few years, the Jazz, and I would say like the Nuggets, they would be teams that would be like really good regular season teams. But when they go into the playoffs, you know, like they not on nothing. They not gonna compete with nothing. But the Nuggets surprised us last year and they made it to the conference finals. And it was really a surprise if you think about it. They was one game away from making it the year before when they was facing the Portland Trail Blazers and they lost to them. But last year they just took it to another level and they made it to the conference finals. And then this year we're just seeing the Jazz just playing some beautiful basketball, and they just switched up their whole scheme. Mad ball movement. The ball movement for them is beautiful, along with just elite three-point shooting. Like, they have 4 people on their team shooting 40% from 3. It's crazy. It's crazy. They look really good. Jordan Clarkson, you're gonna hear his name later on in the video, but the way he's playing, bro, it's crazy. And I tweeted at somebody because they was like, why don't we talk about Donovan Mitchell being in the MVP race a lot? And I was like, yeah, I understand what you're trying to say, but it's so hard to pick like one person from the Jazz team, because if you're watching basketball, you understand, like, one of these players have to be in the MVP race. And I know Donovan Mitchell is averaging the most points, but he has had a lot of bad games, and you just don't realize it because the whole team is just playing so elite. That's what I was saying, like, it's so hard to pick one person from this team to put in that MVP race because they're all playing elite this year. Joe Ingles had a terrible year last year. Mike Conley had a terrible year last year. They both resurrected their some this year. They're playing really good. And I don't know if it's just because it's a contract year. Like Mike Conley, his contract's up this summer. Joe Ingles, his contract's up this summer. So they're trying to get that money again. But just the way they look, bro, they're playing so beautiful. Rudy Gobert doesn't get talked about enough, and I feel like if he doesn't make the All-Star game, that's wild. I don't want to see Christian Wood over Rudy Gobert just because of the stats. Rudy Gobert he's the epitome of the thing he doesn't show up on the stat sheet. He does so much stuff just being in that paint, as far as defense, that just doesn't show up on the stat sheet. The screens he be setting to set up them wide open threes that they begin doesn't show up on the stat sheet. He's definitely an all-star. Mike Conley damn near an all-star, but he's been missing a few games, and you know Mike Conley he'll never get that nod. But this team, if Mike Conley played like at least like 70-80% of the games this year, this team has to have 3 all-stars. Just the way they're playing. You can give it to Jordan Clarkson. Jordan Clarkson's playing some elite basketball, and he just doesn't care. That's why it's so beautiful to watch him, because he'll jack up 20 shots a game. But normally he's been that person to jack up that many shots, and he'll be pretty inconsistent with him. He's pretty consistent this year, and he's dominating this year. But I want to talk about the 76ers. This is why I want to talk about this game before I get into my real topic. Bro, so Ben Simmons goes out there and drops 42. Like I said, Joel Embiid wasn't playing. And what did I say in one of my videos? It was a long time ago. This always happens. When one of those two doesn't play, when Joel Embiid doesn't play or when Ben Simmons doesn't play, the other just dominates. It just happens. Ben Simmons never did this though. 42 never did this. But when they don't play, when they play without each other, the other player just dominates. I don't know why they do this. And I tweeted yesterday. I was like, if they can figure out how to dominate when they're playing next to each other, is nobody in the league that can stop them. They're going to make the finals. They're going to win. And they're in their prime years right now. They're playing both dominant. And when they understand that, bro, I don't think Ben Simmons realized how good he is. That's why he's so scared to do a lot of things. That's why when you see him go into the paint, he'll pass it out. Bro, you are a 6'11" point guard. And I don't even want to put a position on Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons can play any position he wants. He can go out there and be an elite center, elite small forward, elite shooting guard, elite power forward. He can do anything he wants. but he don't realize that. But yesterday, I don't know, some clicked in his mind like, yo, I can do this, because he was going into the paint, dunking on people, hitting hook shots, and I was like, bro, if you realize how good you are, along with Joel Embiid realizing that he's like that, and he can be the MVP of this league, if y'all do this at the same time, along with Tobias, because I didn't want to say his name yet, but Tobias dropped 36 and 10, and he's looking way better than I even knew. I didn't know he could tap into this next level that he's looking. He's looking way better, and the only reason why they lost yesterday is because they didn't get a lot from Steph Curry, even though he had 11 points. They didn't get a lot from him. He's still getting back to his own. He did just have COVID, so like him, Jason Tatum, the players that just came back from COVID, even though they're playing that bad, they're playing a little bit bad since they came back. I'm not gonna put it all on them because Jason Tatum just came out that he COVID is still affecting him to this day, like his breathing and stuff, and it might be doing the same thing for Steph Curry. That's why he's playing a little bit bad. But they would have had a little bit more contribution from Steph Curry, Danny Green. They would have easily beat the Jazz yesterday because Ben Simmons just looked unstoppable. Tobias Harris is working at mid-range. Even Dwight Howard had a good game. They just need that JJ Redick. I'm gonna keep saying this. They need that JJ Redick because Danny Green is last postseason might not have been a fluke, bro. He's looking bad. He just looks like he's out there most of the time. He had a wide open 3 and airballed it. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But nah, bro. This 76ers team, bro. If Ben Simmons plays like this, because I'm thinking he's starting to realize that, like, yo, he's here. He's like it's no reason Ben Simmons shouldn't be like Giannis. There's no reason. When you get to that paint, you just dominate, bro. Just dominate. But nah, like if they play like this for the rest of the season, is nobody beating them. I don't see nothing. You can say I love KD to death, but with their defensive problems, they're trying to help it out. Like they brought in Amon Shumpert and who they just Andre Roberson. They're trying to help out the winning depth. But when they play, I don't think their problem with defense was ever about the wings. I think it was the post. DeAndre Jordan is not an elite defender no more. And you're gonna have to play Joel Embiid. You're gonna have to play Giannis. Who's else the center in the East? Damn, it's not no other center in the East. But you're gonna have to play some paint beasts like Joel Embiid and Giannis. You're gonna have to play them. They don't have nobody to guard them. I love KD to death, but Giannis, if he really wants to, he can just body KD the whole time. So I don't really see that Nets team stopping. If they play the 76ers team, I don't see them stopping the 76ers team at all. And I love KD, but I just, bro, the way they playing and the way I know they can play, it's nobody that can stop them. It's nobody. And that's why I love that Daryl Morey didn't. Because when he got hired to be the general manager, everybody was like, all right, now trade Ben Simmons. Trade him for James Harden. But I'm guessing he knew what I knew. Like, bro, this can work. This can work, bro. It can work. And I'm happy that they're keeping it together. But the real reason why I wanted to come in here, I wanted to talk about 10 players that are having surprise seasons this season. And it's a lot of people I left off like on this list. Like Gary Trent is having a really good season. Lonzo, even though the stats are not showing it, I feel like Lonzo is having a really decent season. Who else that? Kyle Kuzma is having a really decent season, and he just didn't have a stats, so I didn't want to really put him in here because I feel like it just would have been boring to talk about him. But like he's having a really decent season, shooting the hell out of the ball, and I hate that he's just a spot up shooter now because I know he's way more than that. I know he is, but they're using him as a spot up shooter. But yeah, it's a lot of players having a good season, but some of them didn't make this list. But I want to start off with two people that I already talked about already. Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris is having an all-star season. This team could have three all-stars. Ben Simmons was not playing like an all-star in the beginning of the season, so he probably won't make it, but this team could have 3 all-stars. Tobias Harris is playing out of his mind. 20 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, multiple games, a game winner against the Lakers. Playing out of his mind, bro. I want to say I'm sorry. I doubted him a lot. And I just thought, the reason why I did this, because last season, Ben Simmons got hurt, I think, the first game of the bubble. And I'm like, all right, bro, now Tobias, you're the second option. And even the whole season, he just wasn't having a great season. It was confusing to me because the year before that, when he was on the Clippers, he was the number 1 option. And he was averaging 20 points. He was damn near all-star. He didn't make it because the West is stacked, but he was damn near all-star. So I was like, bro, you're second option. Now all the focus is on you now. So you should at least be putting up 18. He was barely putting up 16. I'm like, yo, what are you doing? But now, I don't know what clicked, But he's working. Like I said, that mid range for him is killer in the mid range, and playing really good defense. Him and Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, bro, they keep this together and they keep this up the way they're playing. Then you add Seth Curry to that. My God, bro, their ceiling is, because they're all signed. Ben Simmons got his contract. Tobias got his contract. Seth this got his contract. Joel got his contract. You just get another shooting guard or another playmaker next to this team, bro. This team's set. One player they need to go out for, and this is the player I should have had on my last list, and I thought about it after I uploaded the video. Rondo is playing terrible. I understand this, but what we seen from Rondo in the playoffs last year and years before that, I'm like, bro, playoff Rondo is a real thing. I understand that. I already said, if this team if Ben Simmons and Tobias Harris and Joel Embiid play like this in the playoffs, they're most likely going to win, in my opinion. But if you add a Rondo to this team, and you don't really have to give up nothing, because he's playing terrible. You can give up Furkan Korkmaz. He's cool, but that's not really nothing that you're giving up. If you give that up for playoff Rondo, they're winning. Give him the trophy. Give him the trophy. Because Rondo in the playoffs, that's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. But my next player, Jordan Clarkson. This is the thing about Jordan Clarkson. He's only averaging 18 points. I didn't want to put his assists in anything because he's not really there to have any assists. Not really there to have rebounding. He's just there to get buckets. And like I said, he just don't care, bro. He don't care. And as you see it, like, it's just shot. And he going crazy. I said this yesterday. I was like, yo, the season, we're not even at the All-Star game yet. And he has the 6th man of the year wrapped up. And like, name me a person that's second, because he's definitely one. Name me somebody in the race that's second. I can't even name nobody that's second in the race, because that margin between him, whoever that person is, and Jordan Clarkson is so far that I don't even know who the hell you are. I don't know who the second is in the 6th man of the year race. I don't know. Jordan Clarkson is dominating this year. And it's like, come on now. Like, it's no 6th man of the year race. It's not, bro. It's not. It's not. That's all I really got to say about Jordan Clarkson. That he's nasty, bro. He's nasty. I wish he was on the Cavs still. I still wish he was on the Cavs, because we need a player like that. When it comes to our bench is so fucking terrible. I'm sorry I had to cuss, but our bench is so terrible. Third player on this list, Gary Trent Jr. I had to show him some love. CJ McCollum went out, and Gary Trent Jr. just really didn't. I mean, Dame just had to step up his role a little bit more, but like, Gary Trent Jr. is right there, elite shooting, and he plays really good defense, get really good effort, can switch 1 to 3, and he's a really good player. I didn't really see this from him. I don't know what happened. What happened to him? Like, you even seen in the beginning of last season, he wasn't playing like this. He went to the bubble, and that switch just came on. He just went crazy in the bubble. He's still going crazy to this day. He's averaging 14 points this season, but I'm pretty sure since CJ McCollum's been out, he's been averaging 18 points. With like 3 threes a game. Like, he's playing really good, bro. Really good. I love the way he's playing. I'm not gonna lie. I love the way he's playing. Oh yeah, a lot of people. I've been seeing a lot of Trailblazers fans be like, yo, the way Gary Trent Jr. is playing, if this whole thing with Dame and CJ don't work this year, they gonna try to trade. They want to trade CJ McCollum. I'm like, damn, CJ, y'all all-star. Why would y'all trade him? Y'all gonna give up on him like that? I don't blame him though. It hasn't been working for years. So you just see it, you ride on how Gary Trent Jr. is looking. You trade CJ McCollum. I don't blame it. But Gary Trent Jr. is a free agent this season, and he gonna get some money. He gonna get like 15. He gonna get, the way he's playing, he's definitely getting $15 million a year from some team. Shooting, great defense, great effort, and he's not just a shooter. He can do a lot. He gonna get a lot of money. My fourth player, Mike Conley, bro. I already talked about him. Mike Conley, he's playing really good this season. 16 points, 6 assists. And you look at his numbers last year, it was not that big of a margin. Like, he's only scoring 2 more points than he did last season. But you just seen that like, yo, he just didn't look the same last season. He was very inconsistent, and then some games he just looked there. Like, he just looked like he didn't really play like that. Mike Conley's always been a above average defender. I think he even made some all defensive team. His defense was terrible last year. And I don't know, like, this whole team just resurrected, bro. I guess from Donovan Mitchell carrying them that whole playoff series, they just like, all right, now we gotta help them out. This whole team is crazy. This team is they're legit, bro. And you can't really look at them and see what they want, like see like what they can add, because bro, like, what can they add? Like, I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to mess this team up. I don't really know what they need. They got what they got. They got what they need to me. Got an elite six man, got an elite scorer, elite paint, elite offensive scheme, elite defensive scheme. Like, they're the best offense in the league, along with one of the best defenses in the league. Like, they got it. Just show up in the playoffs, and y'all be good. But yeah, Mike Conley's playing really good this season. Damn near all-star, like I said. You know he's not going to get in there, but he damn near all-star. My next player, DeJounte Murray. Him and De'Aaron Fox, it pisses me off how they don't get talked about a lot. Like, you cannot name 15 point guards better than DeJounte Murray. You can't name 10 point guards better than De'Aaron Fox. You can't, and you will see lists where they not even top 15 point guards. And I'm like, what the hell are y'all watching? DeJounte Murray is a walking triple double every game. 15, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. He don't even play make. I mean, he don't even get a lot of assists like that. But when he wants to, he can play make with the best of them. Elite defense. He already made an all defensive team, and this is his, I want to say, his 4th year in the league. He made one in his 2nd year. Like, bro, he's like that, and now he's adding to his offensive game. Like, he just had, I want to say, 28 against the Warriors, a triple double, and hit a tween step back 3 to win the game. I'm like, bro, he's adding to his offensive game, bro. Well, watch out, because if he get that offensive game, he's complete. Elite defense, can score on all 3 levels, and can play make. Yeah, he's and he can guard 1 through 3. He's 6'7". He's the 6'7" point guard, bro. He's like that. He's like. Let me make sure I'm not talking about my ass, bro. I think he is 6'7", but I wouldn't be surprised if he was like 6'5". 6'4". Damn, what the hell am I thinking? I thought he be looking tall as hell out there. That's my excuse. He be looking tall as hell out there. But who's this? Number 6. Lou Dort, compared to his season last year, I know he had a good bubble, but like early in that season, he was only averaging like 6 points. Dude was averaging 12 points, 3 rebounds. And he's one of the reasons why the Thunder just won't tank, bro. They won't. Everybody's getting better. Shea's damn near averaging a triple-double. I was definitely wrong about him. I was like, yo, when all the attention's focused on him, I don't know if he's going to be the same person he was last year. He's even better, so I give that to him. But Lou Dort, I know he had like a really good game 7. He had like 30 points in that game 7, but like everybody was like, that's a fluke. 6 threes, that's a fluke. But like, yo, he just had 28 2 days ago against the Bucks. Like, he's been having a really good season. He started off hot. These numbers in the beginning of the season would have been way more, like 16 points. But then he kind of cooled off. Starting like in January, he kind of cooled off, but like, sorry, he's having a really good season. 12 points, 3 rebounds, and you can really have an argument that he's definitely in a defensive player of the year race. Top 5 to me. His defense crazy. He was locked when they played the Lakers, bro. The end of the game, he was locking LeBron up. He was locking him up, and he gets the number 1 assignment every game. Like, he was guarding Giannis for some part of that Bucks game. I'm like, yo, how do you do this? You're 6'2". He's 6'2", 6'3". This muscular as hell, though. But nah, he's been having a really good season. I just talked about this next player, but my number 7 player, De'Aaron Fox, All-Star season. Who are you gonna put him over him? I don't know. I don't know how much guards are in the All-Star game. I think it's like 5 or 6. But like De'Aaron Fox has to be there. I don't know their record in their last few games, but the Sacramento Kings has been one of the hottest teams in the league, and it's been because of De'Aaron Fox. He's had multiple 40-point games. They're 5-5 in their last game. No way. Last 10 games. No way. They've been going crazy, I thought. But nah, De'Aaron Fox has been having great games. Like, against the 76ers, what do he have? 34 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Against the Clippers, he had a really good game that led up to them beating the Clippers. He had 36.7 assists against the Celtics. He closed out that third quarter for them, dominated. He had 26 points, 11 rebounds. 11 assists. He's been having dominant games, bro. He's been having dominant games, and they've been winning a lot. And it's most likely it's most likely because of him. Like, he's been going crazy lately. So hopefully he makes the All-Star. But yeah, De'Aaron Fox been going crazy this year. He's been scoring a lot more than I thought he would be able to do. I didn't think he was like a scorer like that, but like, he's been scoring a lot. Added a little step back 3 to his game. I like that, bro. De'Aaron Fox is one of my favorite players. But next player, this is a homer pick. Zach LaVine is one of the best basketball players in this world. I'm sorry, he is, bro. You can name Bradley Beal, okay. You can name Devin Booker, okay. But I will argue that Zach LaVine is on their level. Because people be like, Zach LaVine is this. He's like not even a top 5 shooting guard. I'm like, bro, come on now, bro. You can't watch Zach LaVine and say that Devin Booker and Bradley Beal like that far ahead of him. I don't really see them at that far ahead of him. The thing I love about Devin Booker is when it's crunch time, Devin Booker going to score that ball. When it's crunch time, Zach LaVine is going to score that ball. Look, it was one day I was at work, right? It was fourth quarter. They playing the Magic. I remember this for a long time. This was like last 2 weeks ago because I ain't been at work in a week. This was like 2 weeks ago. I want Colin Sexton to make the All-Star game so bad. So I just be saying shit. Devin, they were losing by like 10, and Zach LaVine had like 6 points in the fourth quarter. I was like, All-Star my ass. Just playing. I was like, All-Star my ass. Because I want Colin my favorite player. Zach LaVine's one of my favorite players. But Colin's my favorite player. I want Colin to make the All-Star team. He's not, because he's been playing terrible lately. I'm not going to lie. But I want Colin to make the All-Star team so bad. Devin Booker has 6 points in the fourth quarter. I was like, All-Star my ass. I look at the game when the game ends. The dude had 27 points at the end of the game. I'm like, my guy, what the hell? Like, that is wild. And he's been doing that a lot lately. Like, I think they just played the Magic. It was some team, and he only had like 10 points going into the fourth quarter. He ended up with 30. I'm like, bro, this dude is amazing. And he's so smooth. He had 45 on Kawhi and PG's head. Like, he's been having a dominant season. And then he added playmaking to his game. You see when he got a coach that he actually liked. Like, all right, he's even been a decent defender this year. I'm like, bro, get him off the Bulls, though. I'm sorry. Get him, put him next to Luka and KP. That's a championship team. If you find a way, I love Tobias. I just said a lot about Tobias. But if you find a way to trade Tobias for Zach LaVine, ain't nobody beating him. If you put Zach LaVine next to Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, it's nobody in the world beating him. Get Zach LaVine off that team. But my ninth player is his teammate. Lauri Markkanen has been having a really good season to me. 19.7 rebounds. Just want him to step it up on the defensive side, but on the offensive side, he's looking like he did in his sophomore year, because I think this is his 4th year. He's looking like he did in his sophomore year. Like I said, Jim Boylan held these boys back. Because now you see Zach LaVine's having an All-Star in his best season of his life. Lauri Markkanen is doing what a lot of Bulls fans expected him to do last year, but it was hard to do when you got Jim Boylan as your coach. That's making this 7-foot unicorn a spot-up shooter. That's stupid. That's stupid. And he's just been playing really good this season. I gotta watch a lot more. I gotta watch a lot more bowl games. That still didn't sound right. I gotta watch bowl games. God damn, I have a speech impediment. Bear with me. But I gotta watch bowl games a lot more. I just watched their highlights, but I watched most of their highlights. I just watched the game yesterday against the Pacers. It was a really good game. A person that I forgot on my list yesterday too, Thaddeus Young. Thaddeus Young got trade value. Thaddeus Young, he does everything. Especially for that team with no playmaking, he does everything. But with my last player, Malik Beasley, person that got $20 million this season, and I was like, $20 million to come off the bench because then you're gonna draft Anthony Edwards. I don't understand why, but he's been having a really good season, bro. 20 points, 5 rebounds, For his size, 6'2", 6'3", 5 rebounds, pretty good. 3 assists, shooting the hell out of the ball. He just said he wanted to be in the 3-point contest. He definitely deserves to be in the 3-point contest because he torched my Cavs up. He torched the Hornets up. He has a fluid shot. He's really good. I didn't think he was decent on the Nuggets, and he was really good going to the Timberwolves last year, but I didn't really think he can build on that. But now he's a 20-point scorer, so I'm like, okay. That's one good thing coming out of Minnesota because it's not a lot. Cat, get out of there, bro. Get out. Everybody was like, I be looking at Timberwolves Twitter. I be seeing comments like, wait till we get D'Angelo Russell and Cat on the floor together. I'm like, bro, okay, y'all get them on the floor together. What are y'all gonna be? Y'all will not make the playoffs with them two. I'm gonna be honest. Cat's amazing. D'Angelo Russell's been okay since he got $34 million. He's been okay. I don't know why they want that. Like, they're fiending for that. They want that D'Angelo Russell and Cat duo. Like, it's just not gonna work. It's not. Get Cat out of there. While his value is high, you can get a lot for Karl-Anthony Towns. A lot. You can get a lot. Like, I think Danny Ainge just said this yesterday. He said he made a couple of mistakes. And I was like, yeah, not trading Gordon Hayward for Miles Turner. They will trade Jaylen Brown for Cat. I really feel like they would. And that's a lot. Jaylen Brown is a lot. Jaylen Brown's top 25 player this year. I would look into that deal. Jaylen Brown for Cat. You put Cat next to Tatum and Kemba. You look way better than you did. Because they need that paint. They need a paint beast. They need somebody in the paint to just hold it down. And Cat could do a lot more than hold it down. He already passed. This is like his 5th season, and he's already the leading 3-point shooter in Timberwolves history. Like, that's crazy, bro. He's one of the most skilled big men I've ever seen in my life. Just the 3-point shot looks effortless to him, and I'm like, bro, I didn't really watch Cat that much in college, but like, was he like this? Like, this so skilled? I thought he was just a rebounder coming out of college, but I don't know. He's really good, but. That's it for this episode, man. I feel like this is another great episode. I'm gonna try to knock out videos every day. I'm getting a lot of views, so I'm about to capitalize on it. But other than that, this is it for this podcast, man. I want to say like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Help me out. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. But other than that, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.